Yeah, what's happening, guys? I ain't made a video for, I'd say it's been well over a week, but can't lie to you, my mental health's been a bit all over the shop. Just shows how hard coming out of jail really is. Coming out of jail back into the world, the free world, like, you're never going to understand it unless you've been there. And just let me tell you, it's not easy. It's not an easy process. Like, every other time I've come out of prison, I haven't give a shit. I've just gone back to driving while disqualified. Just sent sick notes to probation. I can't be arsed with that. Fuck them. Fuck this. Fuck that. This time I've actually come out. I've wanted to succeed. You get me? I'm putting everything into it. Everything. I've walked away from some little sausage come flying out the pub at me, saying, "Yo, Tap, you don't run things round here anymore." And I said, "Do you know what I said to him?" I says, "Nah, you're right. I don't, mate. And I don't want to." I says, "It's your turn to waste two decades of your life in jail now." Now, I'm not telling you that it was easy. Every part of me wanted to run in that pub and fix him good, but it weren't worth going back to prison. It weren't worth wasting more years for some little sausage. Whereas back in the day, I'd have just done it. I'd have just ran in the pub and filled him in, glassed him, probably ended up on a Section 18 charge. I'd be back in jail now on a recall and a Section 18 charge. But regardless of that little muppet, like, it's hard to explain um, what exactly is making me feel down. And obviously I've got PTSD from when I got chopped up. This is something to be fair, I said I'd tell you about before. I mean, a long story short, because it's a very long story. At the time, I was growing a lot of weed. I was owed in a lot of money. There was a lad who was looking not to pay. He blocked me on everything. My little sister was telling me she sent his baby mum down to school. Every day I told her to holler at her, say, "Yo, tell Thingy," I'm not going to say his name, because he's dead now. Tell Thingy to get in touch with my brother. My little sister got threatened. I then went a little sick. A few geezers a few geezers said they was going to my sister's gaff. I went down there, was in the yard, the front window come through. I've gone running out the yard with a machete into a little trap where there was about 5 man, and I got chopped to bits with samurai swords. I'll post the photos at some point. I'm not sure if they'll be allowed up there because they're quite graphic. My arm was nearly chopped off. I don't know if you're going to be able to see in this light, but there's, you can see, yeah, there you can see a bit of the scar there. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, mate, then there's another one on my left upper leg, another one on my left or right lower leg. So yeah, it was bad times. But anyway, after that, I got PTSD really badly. But it was only a few months after that I got sent to jail for my 8-year sentence. So I guess I never really had to experience PTSD on road. I only had to really experience it in jail. And like, although it was hard in jail, I was having panic attacks and that. I suppose in a way you're sheltered in there. Don't get me wrong, you've got your day-to-day shit to deal with, but the shit on road that led to me getting chopped up, I didn't have to deal with. But anyway, then I came out after 4 years in prison, which is a long time in itself. Institutionalised, which I was institutionalised before my 8 years. I was diagnosed with being institutionalised back in 2000 and I think it was 16, 17, and that was before I did an 8-year sentence. So coming from jail into the free world, it's a fucking hard thing to do. It's really hard. Something I wouldn't wish on anyone. Like, it's scary. Like, you've got your bills, you've got appointments with probation, you've got appointments with drug workers, appointments with mental health, appointments with job centre, you've got piss tests, you've got breathalyzer tests, you've got rules in the hostel. Like, I got a warning letter the other day from the hostel for having my own bedding. Playing my music too loud, you won't be able to see my director. My room's chilling zone right now. I've got all my nice little lights on and that. If I'm having my music too loud, what was the other one? There was two more. If I'm having my music too loud, if I'm having too much stuff in my room, I want a nice cozy room. I'm not in jail no more, so I don't see why that should be a problem. And for one morning, I was sat by the in the door to the smoking area because it was raining, smoking. So I got a warning letter for that. Now, around that time, I had a lot of different things going on. I was snaked by, he meant to be my best mate, but I found out some shit that he was trying to do while I was in jail, so obviously not a mate. This is another thing you'll realise when you're in jail. You realise who your true mates are. And I've got one mate, he's always been there for me. I've given him shit before, do you know what I mean? But he's always been there for me. Been out for food with him today as it goes. He come out the way to come and pick me up because he knew I was my mental health weren't the best. So yeah, I'd say the last 3 weeks it's been a build up, and I guess it all just overflowed that day that I got that stupid warning letter. Ended up breaking down. But it's like mental health. There's a stigma around mental health in men. We're all meant to be like, yeah, big tough caveman. Like I get it. Like you want to protect your woman, you want to be the breadwinner, you want to provide, you want to protect. But at the same time, if you're going through stuff, speak to someone, man. Because it took me years. It took me years to get to the point where I want to speak to people about things. And I'm not saying I'm really good at it now. I'm not saying I'm at that point where I speak to people all the time about it. But I'm a lot better than I was. And it's helping. Like a few weeks ago, if you'd have said to me, oh yeah, you'll be getting on with your police offender manager, yeah, you'll be phoning him if there's problems, you'll be phoning probation if there's problems, I'd have laughed at you. But like that's where I'm at now. Like genuinely, if there's a problem, I'll get in touch with them and I'll speak to them about it, and it makes stuff so much not just so much easier, but it gives you an easier life because they can see that then you're complying. So the whole reason behind my channel is to try and prevent you going into prison to ever feel like this. But just know that if it ever happens, the prison's not the end of it. Like, when you walk out them gates, you can't beat the feeling, trust me. There's no better feeling. It's crazy. Like there's no better feeling. I can't describe it to you. Like, you know, unless you've actually felt it, you won't know what I'm on about. But when that gate opens and you see your family stood the other side of the gate, there's no better feeling. But then as that feeling fades, so I'll tell you about the night I got out this time. So I get out, someone was waiting for me. I was all buzzing. I smoked my first fag. Fucking in the taxi, because I paid a taxi home, I did, fucking from Berwyn. But I got a good deal, it was only 130 quid. But like, sat in the taxi, everything starts, like you see in the world and that, and things are good. But everything starts to hit you, you think, shit, right, I've got to get to probation, I've got to get to the hostel on time. Oh shit, but I've got to phone Job Centre to get my benefits started. I've got to do this. I mean, I was lucky I came out to some money. Most people don't. So you've got to get your benefits started, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. So the moment that feeling fades, that buzzing feeling fades, it all starts hitting you. And if you don't talk about it, it builds up and it builds up and it builds up and it builds up and it builds up. And then from the slightest little thing, like a silly warning letter, it weren't so much a warning letter as a letter from the hostel saying, look, we're pulling you up on these points. So it's not like classed as one strike out of the 3 and then you're back to jail. It was just like they call them letters of concern, I think. But I think that was just the last straw, and I ended up breaking down. And then afterwards, my key worker and my probation, a few of them, why did you break down? And I said, I don't know. And even looking back at it right now, I'm not 100% sure. But all I can tell you is right now my PTSD, I'm not going to go into details because it's personal, But my PTSD is really bad. Like if you Google symptoms of PTSD, that's what I'm going through. If you Google symptoms of anxiety, that's what I'm going through. Now, before I got chopped up, I used to think I suffered with anxiety. Let me tell you, there's anxiety where you get people, oh, I've got anxiety, and then there's anxiety. And do you know what? I seen a video the other day. It was a sad but happy video. There's this geezer, you may have seen it, it's all over social media. This ex-soldier in America with a gun in his hand, surrounded by American police, saying, just kill me, I've got PTSD, I can't cope, this and that, just shoot me. And the one officer's like, no brother, I've been there, I was a soldier myself 4 months ago, I was where you are, I didn't want to be alive, please brother, don't make me kill you, please brother. And the geezers put 2 hands on the gun. By rights, the police then had the right to shoot him. But then this officer's like, don't shoot him. Please, brother, don't make me do this to you. Please, I'm begging you. Eventually, the guys put the gun down. The police should have slammed him to the floor. This policeman's run round and give him a hug. Now, I'm a tough kid. Like, I was kicked out of home young, so I've always had to survive. I'm not physically tough, yeah, but I'm not about that. I'm not trying to be beginning. I'm on about mentally tough. I'm a mentally tough person. But PTSD has brought me to my knees. Brought me to my fucking knees. To the point where I'm like, please, I can't take this no more. Please. And let me tell you, if I wasn't such a tough kid, if I wasn't such a tough man, I'd be there where that guy was, saying to the face, shoot me, John. Well, I'm not saying I'd go and get a gun and get the army spot, but I'd be at a point where I'd just say, enough's enough, I can't do it now, I'd kill myself. And this is why it's so important, the mental health, especially in men. Don't be afraid. I'll scream for the rooftops that I've got mental. I'll tell you right now, I've got antisocial personality disorder. I've got adjustment disorder. I've got adult ADHD. I've got PTSD. I've got anxiety and I've got depression. I have to live with them day to day. Every day I have to live with them. I'm not ashamed. I'll scream it from the fucking rooftops. My head is a mess. My head is scrambled. But behind all that, there's a good lad. Someone who wants to help you. So please, I've had some idiot comments in some of the comments, like I'm not gonna go into them, but please comment on my videos, like ask me things about jail that you want to know, ask me things about mental health if you're suffering with mental health, and I will do my very best to help you, because I do not want to see all you 16 to 21-year-olds who are out there right now. It's a Friday night, getting someone to buy you a beer, chilling down the park, probably doing an all-nighter, maybe going out robbing a bike, a little scooter, or just doing some kind of mad shed burglaries, what I was doing when I was a kid. I don't want you doing that, because I promise you, in 2 decades, you'll be sat where I am, in an AP, thinking, what the fuck have I done with my life? Suffering from God knows how much mental health, and genuinely not knowing how you're going to get through tomorrow. So please, man, get at me. Get at me. And listen, if you're in that much of a mess, leave me a comment. Say, get in touch with me. I'll give you my Facebook's Kieran Taplin. It's not hard. It's KIERANTAPLIN. Kieran Taplin. Add me, message me. I'll give you my phone number. Phone me anytime, middle of the night, if you need help. I'm there for you. Because mental health's not a nice thing, man. Trust me, it's been a rough few weeks for me. That's why I haven't been posting videos, but I'm back now. So, like, just know you'll be hearing off me a little bit more. But like I say, like and subscribe to my channel. And if you've got any questions, ask me, man. That's what I'm here for. I want to try and help you. I really want to try and help people. I want to give something back. I've took enough away. I've took enough out of the game. I want to give something back to it, and I want to take young lives and turn them around before it's too late. So yo, listen, love to everyone. Remember, mental health in men, it's not something to be ashamed of. Shout it from the fucking rooftops. Yeah, I've got mental health. What and what? I'm getting help for it. Doesn't matter. Is what it is. Yo, like, subscribe. Love everyone.